I've been playing Where Winds Meet on mobile since its release on December 12th, and I realized I was doing several things wrong early on. This video isn't a perfect guide. It's simply what I learned after my first month that I wish I knew earlier. After playing Where Winds Meet for a full month, I've learned a ton, and I want to share the 6 biggest lessons that completely changed my experience, especially on mobile. Trust me, some of these I wish I knew from day one. First up, and this is huge, get oddities as early as you can. I kind of ignored these at the start, just focusing on the main story. Big mistake. Oddities are what directly improve your character's perks. Ignoring them in the beginning means your overall progression slows down way more than you'd expect. So, if you see an oddity, stop what you're doing and go get it. It's a small-time investment that pays off massively in the long run.
Senior brother, maybe we shouldn't drink anymore.
We finally made it to Kaifeng. Let's hit every tavern in town.
The once peaceful West District has been turned into a mess by them.
Just a little.
Lesson number 2, parrying, deflecting, and dodging. Take a lot more time to master than I thought. When I first started, combat felt frustrating and super inconsistent. My reactions were just too slow, but I eventually realized it's not about having lightning fast reflexes. It's about rhythm and timing. To learn the enemy's attack patterns, listen for audio cues, and feel the flow of the fight. Still working on mastering this, but understanding that it's a rhythm game in disguise was a real game changer. Don't get discouraged if you're not getting it right away. It's a skill that builds over time, not something you just instantly get. Lesson number 3. The lesson I learned the hard way is that skills matter way more than gear, especially in the early game. I was obsessed with finding better weapons and armor, thinking that higher stats were the key to winning. I was wrong. What really made a difference was unlocking and learning how to use the right skills. Even with basic starter gear, knowing when to use a specific skill, how to time your combos, and which abilities counter certain enemies carried me much further than raw stats ever did. Focus on your skill tree and practice your combinations. A powerful skill used at the perfect moment is worth more than a fancy sword any day of the week. Now for lesson 4, PvP is the ultimate reality check. Thought I was getting pretty good at the game by cruising through PvE content. I was dodging attacks, landing combos, and feeling like a martial arts master. I stepped into my first PvP match, and it was a rude awakening. Bad habits I had developed were instantly exposed. Could get away with against predictable AI enemies just did not work against a real thinking player. It forced me to be much more deliberate with my movement, manage my cooldowns properly, and think about my positioning on the battlefield. Really want to improve, dip your toes into PvP. It's tough, but it's the fastest way to learn what you're doing wrong. Lesson 5 is a bit of a confession. Auto-Deflect was my training wheels, and that's okay. Some hardcore players might look down on assist features, but using Auto-Deflect actually helped me learn the combat system without feeling completely overwhelmed. Didn't play the game for me, but it gave me a safety net. It showed me the correct moments to parry and helped me internalize the timing. Over time, I started to anticipate the attacks myself and relied on the auto feature less and less. Now, I have it turned off most of the time. So, if you're struggling, don't be ashamed to use the tools the game gives you. It can be a great bridge to help you build real skill. Final lesson, number 6, is one I totally underestimated. Your game settings matter more than you think, especially on mobile. The first couple of weeks, I just played with the default settings, but combat always felt a little off, a little clunky. I took 10 minutes to actually go into the settings menu and tweak things. Adjusted my camera sensitivity, changed the layout of my on-screen controls, and even lowered some visual settings to get a more stable frame rate. The difference was night and day. Combat felt smoother, more responsive. It became more consistent, and movement felt less sluggish. Now, this didn't instantly make me a pro, but it drastically reduced the number of unnecessary mistakes I was making due to fighting the controls instead of the enemy. This made the whole process of learning easier and less frustrating. If you made it this far into the video, here's a bonus tip. That helped me a lot with early gear upgrades. This is an easy way to farm Coarse, which is used for enhancing gear. Switch to online mode and head to this area on the map. If you don't know the exact spot, you can also just search for Big Elk and it'll take you straight there. Once you're there, you'll notice groups of big elk spawning together, which makes farming much faster than hunting them one by one. Clear the herd, loot, everything. Then morph about 100 meters away from the area. That distance is enough to reset their respawn. So when you come back, they'll be there again. From there, it's just rinse and repeat. It's not complicated, it's not flashy, but it's a reliable and low-stressed way to stock up on Coarse without forcing harder content. That's it for the bonus tip. So after a month, I'm still far from perfect. I still take hits I shouldn't, and I definitely need a lot more practice if I want to pull off those flawless, no damage boss fights you see online. But these 6 lessons have made the game so much more enjoyable and way less frustrating for me. It's a journey, and I'm having a blast with it. Now I want to hear from you. If you have been playing Where Winds Meet, what have you learned so far? Drop your own tips and lessons. Share something I should know in the comments below. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.